He says that with our good actions, we give power to all of the worlds above. But to the contrary, to the contrary to your actions, speech and thoughts that are not good, you destroy energies and powers and worlds. You have no idea how lofty, how godly, how elevated these worlds are, and we destroy them. Imagine Jacob takes a bazooka and blows up a building. Kashmar, they're going to put him in jail. Says the rabbi, you have the power to build and to destroy. The pasuk writes, or sometimes you diminish the light that they need in heaven, the shefa, the spiritual energy that the heavens need. The angels depend on you. And you know what you do with your holy energy? You use it and you give energy to nichisti energy. You give energy to nichisti miri. There are worlds that God created that are dark worlds. And with your actions, sometimes with your thoughts, with what your eyes see, with how you behave, you give power to the wrong places. You have to be very careful. Why? A Jew is very elevated. It's not what you think. He says with the power of one tefillah, you change the whole cosmos. And I say, what are you talking about? My prayer? Yeah, no, everything changes. Jamaica's dates is not the same because Adam came to pray today. It's not the same. The world is a different place. And there's much more to say over here. But the Zohar says, we'll read you a Zohar. He says, Chovei barnash, the sins of man, avdin pigimu le'ela, they cause damage in the worlds above. And so to the contrary, when you behave, you give oz le'elokim, you give power, so to speak, to Hashem. And he says, Al yomar belibo adam, a person shouldn't say, Kima ani, who am I, uma kohi, and what's my power? What are my actions? They don't matter. He says, don't say that. Yavin ve'yedav v'yikba b'machshavot libo. Shekol pirtei ma'asav, every single action. You know, I go like this. In heaven, there was something that took place. I give $1 to an ani. In Shamayim, there was a spiritual energy that got manifested to the Shekhinah. Everything I do in Olam Hazeh, yes, it's called tzedakah. Why tzedakah? Hey, is the malchut. Yes, she receives. When I give tzedakah, there's a spiritual energy. And then you know what happens? That trickles back to Olam Hazeh. And guess what? You get even more parnasana. You get even more.
Who benefits over there? Who? Angela Matimina.
We benefit. Because those worlds that we built, we're going to enjoy from.
We build the following of them.
Yeah, but you know, I've seen world, but you're not traveling between worlds over there, no?
But Hashem decided, I'm going to create these lofty abodes and holiness. Why they need so many? Beyond us. But this is what He created. And He said that just like you have a physical world with ripple effects, so too in Shamayim you have ripple effects. And whatever happens there, it comes and it trickles eventually to Olam Hazeh. So if you hear there was an earthquake, it's because we don't behave. You're going to say, who cares about the earthquake? No, we don't behave. Here there was a tornado somewhere. We don't behave. There's a power outage, 3 days, they don't have electricity. We're not doing what's right. We're not sweetening the judgments. God forbid somebody was chas v'shalom killed in a terrorist attack. It's all on us that if we behave and we learn Hashem's Torah and we manifest Torah and mitzvot and chesed, then you have to know that that's what's going to be in the world. Hashem says, don't look at yourself as a nobody. All of the worlds above, all of the angels, all of the marachot shlemot, they depend on you. And the one lesson we got from this so far is that we are bigger than we know. Inside of us, inside of each of us is a neshama. That's the holiest. And the main essence of Exodus of Egypt, of Exodus of Galut, is knowing that I am not a body. I'm not a body, that I have a neshama inside of me. My main essence is my neshama. My soul is my main essence. That's my true self. And when a person passes away, his true self moves on to the next world. So ask yourself, am I living for my body or am I living for myself? Here it's on. We all be zochim.
So, говорится, что Бог говорит, you cannot see me and survive.
Yeah.
Ну а что он может увидеть?
So that's talking about to get to to have a prophetic vision of the highest and utmost levels of spirituality. You cannot handle such a thing. Why? Because by Matan Torah, when Hashem, so to speak, revealed Himself, yes, the neshama cannot handle it. It wants to connect back to its shoresh, and therefore parhanish matam, we all passed away. So in prophecy, sometimes you get to a level that they say until here and not more, and that was Nadav and Avihu's sin, according to many opinions. That what Hashem said, Ad Kan, no person could go higher than this, and they said, it's okay, we want to connect to you anyway, and the neshama left. So you have to be. We have to know. They knew. They were given a choice. And of course, they didn't get married and shtuye yayin and all these different mehalchim. But lemaaseh, I think the Orach Chaim says also is that they got to a level that it's not physically possible to remain in this world.
And the burning.
And therefore the neshama got consumed and it's elevated back. Nishmei Marom. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen. Amen.